want to dump them here? Asked Beef. It's hard to get rid toxic waste, said Mr. May. It costs a lot of money to do it safely, so people dumped it. She should tell the police, said Mr. Johnson. These drums can't stay here, said Mr. Honey. They could do lots of harm to the wildlife. Suddenly, Chip and Wolf ran after Mr. Johnson. There's a boat coming to the island, said Chip. There are 4 people in it. I don't like the sound of this, said Mr. Johnson. Keep out of sight, everyone, said Mr. Honey. I want to see what these people are doing. The boat stopped at the island and 4 people got out. They left some drums out of the boat and began to carry them towards the cape. They are dumping more walls in the island, said Mr. Honey. I want everyone to run back to my boat. Don't make a sound. I have an idea. The children did what Mr. Honey told them. They ran to the boat with Mr. May and climbed in. I hope the boat will start, said Mr. May. If it doesn't, I don't know what we shall do. Do you think those people are dangerous? Asked Chip. Wolf and Chip pushed the boat out with the oars and Mr. May started the engines. So far so good, said Mr. May. Let's hope Mr. Honey's idea works. I hope Mr. Honey and Mr. Johnson will be all right, said Wolf. Mr. Honey's idea worked. She and Mr. Johnson had taken the other boat. The other people couldn't get off the island without it. Hooray! Shouted the children. They won't get off Green's Island unless they swim all the way back. But what are you doing with our boat? Shouted the man. Bring it back! I will get the police to bring it back, shouted Mr. Honey. You can tell them why you have got them toasty on Green Island. Whirr, said the man. The police took the people off the island. Taking their boats was a brilliant idea, said Mr. Johnson. I'm glad we caught them, said Mr. Honey, and I'm glad you were with me. I couldn't have taken their boats by myself. What an adventure, said Mr. May. Look at those stuff and waste, said Wolf. I can't think why people could dump them where they could do so much harm. I'm glad the otters will be safe on the island now, said Anina. At the end of the week, there was a party. Mr. May played her a guitar and everyone sang songs. Mr. Honey came. She told the children stories about some of the animals she had looked after. But you have the best story to tell, she said. It isn't every school trip that becomes famous. And photographs came. and photographer came. She made everyone stand in the ground. Then she took a photograph. We're going to be in the newspaper, said Wolf. We're going to be famous. I have never been famous before, said Chef. I wonder what it feels like. The next day, the story of Green Island was in the newspaper. The children were excited. I'm going to buy the 3 newspapers, said Chef. One for me, one for Mom and Dad, and one for Gran. Now I'm famous. I don't feel any different, said Wolf. The end. Bye bye. See you next time.